In deadlines, Green Legacy Initiative Technical Committee says science-based planting boosts tree survival. And the International Livestock Research Institute commends Ethiopia's comprehensive Africa Agriculture Development Program. Hello, this is ABC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism. I'm Sentayo Tamrat with the News Hour. Stay tuned. Ethiopia's Deputy Prime Minister Temesgen Truna has called for collective strength, discipline and resolve as the country embarks on implementing the 2018 Ethiopian calendar national budget. Speaking during a high-level review session with senior federal institution leaders, Temesgen emphasized the importance of partnership and shared commitment to build on the country's ongoing national renaissance. In his statement, the Deputy Prime Minister described the 2018 Ethiopian fiscal year as a defining chapter in Ethiopia's journey of transformation, a continuation of the momentum initiated in 2017, which he characterized as a pivotal turning point. Recall that the Council of Ministers recently reviewed last year's performance, laid out priorities and plans for the commenced fiscal year, which is 2018, providing a strong foundation for the budget under discussion. The budget review marks a critical step in aligning Ethiopia's development agenda with its transformative projects and long-term vision for inclusive growth. And the Intergovernmental Authority on Development, IGAD, has signed €8 million grant agreement with Germany to enhance support for migrants, refugees and host communities along key migration corridors in the Horn of Africa. The deal signed in Djibouti by IGAD Executive Secretary Workana Gabeyo and German representatives will fund the fourth phase of the Regional Migration Fund. The project targets key routes including Moyale, Togo-Ichale and Nimule-Ilegu. Workana praised the partnership, saying it will improve access to essential services and infrastructure, making mobility safer, smarter, and more dignified. The funding builds on Germany's ongoing support and reflects a shared commitment to safer, more human migration management in the region. Ethiopia has officially kicked off this year's tree planting season late June, aiming to plant 7.5 billion seedlings under the theme Renewal Through Planting. Talking to ABC World Technical Committee, Chairman of the Green Legacy Initiative, Adolphus Work, says the nationwide effort is making a significant impact in the fight against climate change, with more than 40 billion trees already planted through the Green Legacy Initiative. The chairman also states that the initiative is also driving socio-economic benefits with improved seedling survival rates due to more scientific planting methods. Shagai Mata reports.
Launched in 2019, Ethiopia's Green Legacy Initiative is a bold effort to create a greener, more climate-resilient nation. The program aims to combat the impacts of climate change and environmental degradation through large-scale tree planting and sustainable environmental practices. Ethiopia has so far planted more than 40 billion seedlings over the past 6 years that demonstrates the country's commitment to meet its socio-economic development. Talking to EBC World, Green Legacy Initiative Technical Committee Chairman Adolphus Work said that this year's tree planting campaign is well underway, giving much emphasis to indigenous species. The chairman also indicated that over 100 species of saplings serving multiple purposes are being planted, involving millions of people across the nation.
This year, Ethiopia has planned to plant 7.5 billion seedlings. Out of these 5 billion seedlings, more than 4 billion seedlings are prepared with polythene bags, and again, more than 2.4 billion seedlings are indigenous species, and in total, the seedling composition or the species composition is more than 100 species actually being classified as a forest, agroforestry and ornamental species that have been prepared in more than 115,000 nurseries across the whole nations. So far, we also identified close to 2 million hectares, out of which close to 700,000 hectares is geolocated, have a shapefile.
With regard to the initiative's planning, implementation and monitoring, the chairman stated that the integration of traditional ecological knowledge with scientific way of cultivating seedlings have led to the increase in survival rate, improved site management and biodiversity.
We started to employ more scientific procedures in addition to this conventional forestry or restoration activities. For instance, this year, for one-day planting, for instance, those all areas identified for one-day tree planting campaign need to be registered online using a technology, an internet system, and all those together have been giving us the opportunity to lead this very important national flagship initiative according to the science and also according to the knowledge, traditional ecological knowledge system of our smallholder farmers and the pastoral community. So this has been contributing to improved site management, improved survival, improved biodiversity of the species that we have been planting from year to year.
Witnessing the achievements of the Green Legacy Initiative, Adolphus underscored the remarkable progress the Green Legacy Initiative brought for the socio-economic well-being of the society. He also outlined that the Green Legacy Initiative has led to the restoration of millions of hectares of land, enhancement of forest cover and food security.
Green Legacy Initiative as an initiative is a very much integrated initiative which aims to address productivity on one hand, and also adaptive capacity of our land and also our economic system or political economy profile of the country. We have been restoring millions of hectares of land which lost their productivity over the past many decades because of traditional agriculture, overgrazing, deforestation, so on and so forth. So that we have been improving the ecological service of our environment, that bringing back those lost ecosystem service. Over the last 4 or 5 years, we have integrated a diverse number of fruit species or fruit seedlings into the home garden or the agroforestry system of our smallholder farmers, where now a large proportion of our communities, our smallholder communities, started to collect or harvest diverse fruits.
The 2025 Green Legacy campaign is being conducted under the theme Renewal Through Planting, as Ethiopia aims to reach a cumulative total of 54 billion seedlings by next year.
You are watching the news from ABC World, and finally, the International Livestock Research Institute IRLI Director General Namukulo Kovic says Ethiopia's Comprehensive Africa Agriculture Development Program champion is a source of national pride. She underscores the urgent need to address climate challenges in order to achieve national nutrition goals and enhance agricultural productivity. Koshumali Sazmar.
At a time when climate change is threatening food systems across Africa, the International Livestock Research Institute IRLI is recognizing Ethiopia's leadership in agricultural transformation. IRLI Director General Namukulo Kovic, who spent some time with ABC, described Ethiopia's CAADP champion as a source of national pride.
Ethiopia is the current CAADP champion. I think at country level, first, it should be a source of pride. Because it's a recognition of the efforts that the government has made in the agriculture sector. So it should be a source of pride, but also a source of inspiration to do even better.
Yeah.
At continental level, it then becomes a source of inspiration to other countries. To also try to do better and do more.
Issues like the Green Legacy and other development agendas progress is really commendable, she further said.
There's a lot of lessons to be learned. Issues like the Green Legacy development agenda for Ethiopia is really quite a commendable program that should be a source of pride, but also a source of inspiration for other African countries. Just imagine if the entire continent adopted a similar green legacy development initiative like we've got here in Ethiopia. Imagine here, what have we said, 40 billion trees or 50 billion trees or something that we can plant? What would that translate to if every African country tried to do that?
Wow.
You can have quite a significant impact. So I think there's gains for the country, but there's also potential gain for the continent as a whole.
Namikolo stressed the urgent need to address climate change challenges to achieve nutrition goals and boost agricultural productivity.
I think in short, it will be not possible for us to meet our nutrition goals without addressing our climate challenges.
Okay.
If we do not address our climate challenges, we will have a problem producing enough food. We will have a problem producing the diversity of foods that we require for better diets and nutrition. Because the better diets and nutrition is an outcome of the agriculture sector. So the agriculture sector has to develop in the right direction, because we can also develop in such a way. Adopting a climate smart approach to agricultural development is not just something that we should do, it is a must. Because if we do not do it, we will not be able to deliver better diets and nutrition.
She also highlighted the upcoming UN Food Systems Summit, which Ethiopia is set to host as a vital platform to galvanize global efforts to do better towards 2030 goals.
Ethiopia should be proud
as a host country.
As a host country, because I'd like to think it's coming here because of the same thing. There's some good lessons to be learned.
Yeah.
But also, it's the whole world is coming to us.
Okay.
So both as Ethiopia and as Africans, we ought to be proud to be hosting this year in Ethiopia. So to try and accelerate progress, the UN Food Systems Summit was actually put in place to try and galvanize efforts to do better towards our 2030 goals.
The UN Food Systems Stocktake Summit is scheduled to take place from July 27 to 29, 2025 in Addis Ababa, a moment that could shape the future of sustainable food systems across the globe.
That winds up the news for the hour from ABC World, and a quick reminder of top stories. Green Legacy Initiative Technical Committee says science-based planting boosts tree survival. And the International Livestock Research Institute commends Ethiopia's comprehensive Africa Agriculture Development Program. Thank you so much for watching us again. This is ABC World. That was the news for today. See ya.